It's Christmas time. It's a time of tradition. Families spend a lot of time together. One of the things they do is decorate. You can see one of the traditions in many households is the putting up of Christmas lights. And most people who celebrate Christmas have a Christmas tree. It's one of those things that most people enjoy looking at. And then there's the nutcrackers. In my house, that's our tradition. We have a lot of these nutcrackers, and some of them are life-size. And then, of course, there's the nativity scene. It's a great little decoration that helps us to remember that this is celebrating the birth of Christ. And it has a really nice look to it. There's angels and animals, and everyone seems to be in good spirits. Everyone's happy. They're celebrating the birth of Jesus in a nice, clean, animal-filled setting. Makes me wonder how realistic it is. So we're going to explore that now. So here I am in the north end of Boise. This was many years ago, actually, this footage. You no longer can find this life-size nativity scene set up outside of the Salvation Army house. But you can see the kind of traditional things you would expect. There's animals, there's dead birds. I found that interesting, but those birds are an offering, no doubt. And there's angels and wise men, and there's even a big bull. And notice something's missing with this big bull. Usually where there's big bull, there's big poop. That's kind of missing. And look at how good Mary looks after just giving birth. No sweat, no beads of sweat. She's looking really cleaned up, nice. That's not how I remember things when I seen my kids get born. Oh, there's this angel is kind of interesting. Very nice looking angel. Very pretty. Nothing like the angels that are actually talked about in the Bible. You know, the ones that look like warriors and scare people to the point where they wish they were dead. Nah, looks nothing like that. But it is an angel. But just not a very scary looking one. Well, I want to take you to a place where we can take a closer look at what it would be like to be around a bunch of livestock. What would it look like to hang around by them? So I have a friend who has a farm in southeast Boise, so here I am. This was a few years back again, and there's some goats, and they are really stinky, let me just tell you that right now. But when I was looking at this, I was imagining that I was a shepherd, wondering what it would be like if I was tending to my flock, and all of a sudden, a big bunch of a host of angels came. And how would I respond? Would I be afraid? I'm pretty sure I would, because that's the last thing I would expect to see if I was out in the field with my animals. Very interesting. Look at him. He thinks it's funny. Now, I also found some footage of some sheep, so you can take a look at sheep. We always say they're fluffy and nice, but actually, if you look really closely, they're disgusting. If you look at the bottoms of their wool, they're not exactly clean animals. I've learned that over the years. Okay, so they not only stink, but they can also, and they might be dirty, they can be very unpredictable. This cow escaped a live nativity scene, not once, but twice, and had to be hauled away by the police to keep it safe. That's the thing you get with animals. The other thing you get with animals, we're going to take a look inside this barn and kind of have a good look at what animals are capable of. You could see, oh, they're cute, except their droppings and their bathroom, they just go wherever they are and they make a big mess. This is kind of the environment that Jesus was born in. He was born in an area where there were lots of animals, potentially anyway, that as tradition goes. And ooh, yuck, what made me pick those up and smell them, I'll never figure out, but that's what the environment was like. Now look in that corner. Maybe you could imagine a manger being there where there could be a little baby, but in an area with lots of animals, you get animal products, and that gets to be tricky. Imagine a baby being born in this kind of environment. Those of you who have had babies probably can't even come close to imagining this. You see, that is what you will get in a barn or in an environment with lots of animals. What you won't get is what I'm about to show you here. This is how people can have babies now. These are the areas where they can have their babies. But the manger's a place that we celebrate, and the nativity scene celebrates Jesus being born. And even though it may not be accurate, it may not really show what it was like to be around the animals, what we can say is it reminds us of what Christmas is about. Jesus was born, and he came into the earth for us, and he didn't stay a baby. He went and he grew up, and he became the Savior to the entire world when he died on the cross and rose again from the dead, indicating that death has finally been beaten forever. And when he comes again, it won't be as a baby. It'll be as the rider on the white horse, the glorious King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Jesus. Merry Christmas.